Well, howdy, 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 folks.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Well, I was hoping it would send the thing, but I don't guess it is.
Oh, sometimes it takes it a few seconds for it to do everything.
Well, I'm in on the commercial.
Well, good deal.
There's Mr. Junior.
Howdy, buddy.
I think I need to pop up one.
Hello, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley. How are you?
Hey, Jackie.
Oh, one. Everybody hit your thumbs up button on the way in, please.
Yes. Ain't subscribed, hit that button too.
Jackie says Andy Oakley reporting for duty. You sure are fast on that.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. So what has everybody been into today?
I need to look and see if
Hey y'all.
Pretty Heart
Hey, what you doing?
got her set up.
Nothing.
You must be outside walking around.
I am.
Well, hello, Carla Quisenberry. How are you?
Hello, Laura.
Well, looky there. We got an old post in the house.
Yeah.
Castle Hive.
Yeah. Hey.
You see all this up here? That ain't sweat. The fuel pump's working on that truck.
Okay.
He got squirted with diesel fuel.
Yeah, I got a bath in fuel.
Well, you better hurry up and get it off. That stuff ain't good for you.
Hello, Mary Ray.
But that sensor didn't fix it, so I guess it's going to be in the computer probably.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't good.
You going to let me borrow some money?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll have to go sell some blood and stuff first. But we can get there eventually. And hello, Castle Hives. Hello, Susan.
Love y'all.
Love you.
How's everybody doing over there?
We're okay. Is he going to wash the diesel fuel off?
No, we're at Uncle Jack's.
Oh, so y'all still there working on it, huh?
Hey, Red. Hey, Stevie.
We just got done. We gave up.
You give up on it?
Yeah.
Well, that ain't good. I know he needs his truck for wood.
Stevie, I didn't know you that away.
Tell Alan that Carla's saying hello.
You hear that, Daddy? Carla said hello.
Beautiful, fit, and handsome, bro. We need to go get you some glasses.
No doubt.
We got to take up a collection for you, Susan.
Jack thought I'm still a computer off his.
Oh. So,
you hear that?
Yeah, I heard the he.
I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'll just put the electric fence up and put the goats in around it.
But yeah, that's what Jack I can do. I can come borrow yours for a minute.
Yeah, and then the goats need the wires off it.
Nah. I'll put a fence up around the inside, around the truck, and then one around the outside ways.
Oh.
Alan won't get in there with a goat.
Alan.
I will.
Junior would, and he's scared of goats.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm scared of goats with horns.
Did you get your ears lowered today?
Yeah. I feel better.
I bet so. At least it ain't in your eyeballs.
No,
yeah.
When I seen it running across the driveway a little while ago.
How is everybody out there tonight?
Sleepy.
You always sleepy.
No, he's always
Hello,
hungry.
Terry. He's always wanting taters.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, city girl.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And have you set yours up yet? Because I want you to be running your link tonight and everything, and we especially at the end, so everybody can get ready to come over to yours when you're ready.
Yeah, Miss Terry's having a happy birthday party over on her channel. Tonight's her birthday.
Yep.
Hey, Glenn, does feeling like this remind you of anybody?
I don't know. It's hard to sell anything when you're holding the phone down looking up.
Yeah, we see to go Jimmy.
Be quiet.
Y'all, Jimmy is what he calls his belly.
Hey!
Well, city girl, I hate to hear that. She's going to postpone her live till tomorrow night at 9 because her kids has got sick.
Oh, no. Hello, Shaky. Shaky says you're always eating taters.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to say nothing?
No? You feeling a little better?
Not really. It still hurts bad. Red's eating the rooster soup.
I hear you. Is it good?
Sorry about that. Dog was barking.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I'm going out here what's less noisy.
All right.
I went on Uncle Jack's porch. It's kind of noisy out here. And it feels better. Not hot.
Yeah.
They got the house hot.
Yeah.
And yes, Terry, we're so sorry you got 2 sick kids.
Yes.
I hope they get to feeling better.
And Red's live tomorrow night at 9 also.
Yep.
It feels like Grandpa's in there. Just less hot and not 80 degrees.
Yep.
And Grandpa's, it felt like summer was all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ain't y'all sweet? They're talking about postponing to Sunday so Red can go live tomorrow.
Yep. Well, y'all have to help keep me informed of all these. Because I done forgot about doing hers tonight. She walked in here about 2 minutes ago. Well, about 3 minutes before we're supposed to go. And you ain't got the drink ready or nothing. I was like, no.
I said, that's why I told you I was going to be there in about 10 to 15 minutes.
I thought you'd bring me some food.
I'm going to do that too.
I'm hungry.
Hello, Desiree.
I am too.
Junior, we're going to change your name to Hungry Tater Tot.
Hey, guess what I'm going to get to eat for supper?
What you going to eat?
Taters. Chicken.
What?
Chicken.
Chicken. I know where you're going.
Where?
You're going to KFC, right?
No, CFK.
Yeah, you always want to be backwards like Glenn.
Yeah, I want to go to CFK and get a wing of buckets.
A wing of buckets.
Yeah, a wing of buckets.
Instead of Kentucky Fried Chicken, what would that be? Country Fried Cat?
No, country fried bucket.
Well, that's not a K.
I guess if you're down under, it could be Country Fried Kangaroo.
Red, Susan's wanting you to come up here and show her your rooster soup. Tell us how you made it. I know I've seen her where she said she'd probably put too many noodles in it, but you can't put too many noodles in soup.
Gordon, how do you like noodles?
Why are we?
Hey, is this camera angle good?
Not really.
I have my finger of it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I forgot at the old house again?
Junior.
You know what I forgot at my y'all's house again?
Xbox.
No.
What?
What I film videos.
Selfie stick.
Oh,
Did you get the text that Dad sent you last night?
I did.
Can you grab that too?
Yep, I'll try my best to remember it.
It should be on the end table beside the recliner couch thingy.
Alrighty.
It should be right there.
Alrighty. I shall get it.
Okay.
See, Red, Susan even agrees you can never have too many noodles.
What's a noodle?
You?
I'm not a noodle, I'm a caboodle.
Like a spaghetti noodle.
I'm a caboodle.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to see what Red got?
I don't know. I want to see what Red got or not.
There's the rooster suit.
Mm.
That looks good. I didn't see that picture posted, Red. I'll show it for you. I don't know if I got one.
I'm going to get up here because we're getting ready to get in the car.
Alrighty.
All right, Junior. Make sure he gets that diesel washed off of him soon because it'll irritate his skin, okay?
Hey, wash it off with a raw washcloth in here in Jack's.
All right, good enough. Well, I love you.
I love you too. I'm still going to be in the trap.
All righty.
Alrighty.
Y'all be good.
We will. I love y'all.
Love you
you
too.
too.
Give you
Bye.
daddy hugs for us. Bye. Look, there's what Red got.
Oh.
Red, when you come up, I'll let you show the pictures. They ain't pretty.
Oh.
I like that.
That's different. That's for a shower.
Susan, here's what her soup looks like.
All right, Desiree.
Here, flop it up her.
Mm.
Don't it look good?
Well, it's showing a bunch of blue and stuff in it.
Well, it don't have blue in it. I don't know what's showing blue, but it really don't got blue in it. Oh, I bet it's the green screen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Probably some green peas.
Uh-huh. The green peas are showing up blue. That's what they are. I just went out. But we wasn't planning on... It is almost as big as Red. That ain't no junk.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Well, hey there, Miss Canadian Scrapper.
That's okay, Miss Desiree. I understand. Hello.
And there's
Let's see
Roy.
you.
Travels. How are y'all?
Yes. Up. There you go. Put her up big.
I'm trying.
There you go. That's pretty soup, Red.
Yep.
It's thick. Like really thick. Like
Is it as good as he was?
Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
She said, was the rooster as good as he was mean?
Yep.
Do you talk plainer than me?
Evidently.
Well, we made 2 meals out of him.
I hear
We
you.
had chicken stirred rice last night and chicken soup tonight.
Hey.
Oh, that's good.
And we got 3 fertile eggs today.
Oh, heck. That means you can start up your incubator and have some that you don't got to pay for.
There's only one problem.
What?
We ain't got an incubator.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, that might be a problem.
Well, hello there, Kyle Randall.
Hello,
And you
Mr.
right,
Kyle.
you're a long time friend now.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Susan.
We just hadn't got to hear from you lately.
Yeah, apparently he really likes our Rhode Island Reds because those are the ones that are getting fertile.
Hey.
Oh,
So we got to go
awesome.
out and buy an incubator tomorrow. And
Hello,
I
Papa
may-
Rock.
Huh?
Go out and buy incubator tomorrow so you can start saving your eggs.
Well, the ones
I
that are fertile.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
you can save the eggs for about a week before you put them in the incubator.
Really?
Yeah, just don't let
wash them.
Don't wash them. Don't let them get below 55 degrees. And
Well, they're in the house.
well, in the house should be fine. You usually keep your house above 55, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can save
They
them.
don't really-
That way you can have more fertile coming off at the same time.
They won't start really trying to develop till they hit about 90 degrees or so.
Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, because Travis was look at them, and generally, I mean, when you candle an egg, it's generally either very clear or it's got that slight little bubble at the top. You know, and I looked, I went, ooh.
Well, actually, the bubble at the top it don't matter whether they're fertile or not. They can have that air sac up there.
The other ones have not had that air sac, but 3 of them have had that.
Oh no!
Okay,
Kyle.
now the ones that can that they need that air sac in order to hatch, but that don't mean they're fertile.
Yeah, Kyle, y'all stay safe and watch out. They're under tornado watch.
Go over to MB Heritage. He's got a video out on his channel.
Yeah.
That shows how to really check and do. I haven't went and watched it, but as much as he knows about chickens, I'm sure he knows how to tell you. But it's best to crack eggs open and find out if they're fertile when they're starting getting fertile. And usually once they start, they'll be okay.
Oh. Crack them open to see if they're fertile, and how in the world you going to grow a chicken that way?
You eat that chicken, then you know that the eggs are being fertilized from that when it starts showing up on them.
Yeah, because my brain was going, wait a minute.
Yeah, you can't hatch the one you crack open, but you can see what's inside.
Well, actually, there's videos out there where you can hatch them half open. But you got
well, that's true too. But
wrap on them and shoot stuff in them.
I ain't trying all that junk.
Well, see, the thing is the eggs that we have been getting didn't have any air bubbles in it or anything like that. This was a clear air bubble.
I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on the egg thing. You can go up to 10 days on chicken eggs at room temperature. I usually go 7, and I wash mine with Listerine and water 50-50.
Okay, I don't usually wash mine on account of that.
Right, the Listerine does the same thing. It actually cleans it and takes all the germs off and does the same thing as what that membrane does.
Yeah, but that membrane's supposed to have some other stuff in it that's supposed to help out. Now, I have took and wiped them off with just warm water.
Holy cow! Look who just popped in.
Well, hello, son.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna pass out.
For 2 seconds.
I thought he jumped up the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Morning.
Oh no.
Oh, they're in.
What do you mean you shutting the shower down?
all of that.
Wait. Billy, what do you mean you're shutting the shower down? The storm just stopping you? Or...
Yeah, I kind of lost track of that conversation real quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going out there with grounded rod in hand to collect some extra power gain.
You might get some extra potential power gain.
We won't see the video. Bill will have curly hair.
Have you all seen that at Adam Sandler Christmas movie 8 Crazy Nights?
I don't think so.
If you ever see it, he's going to look just like that. It's a cartoon, but he's going to look like that little guy Whitey on top of the TV when the lightning hits him and he's all fried up, shaking.
Billy, be careful. As careful as you can. I mean,
just film it, Billy. Just film it.
Yeah.
We all need a good life.
I'm a good friend. Just film it.
Or have Sharon film it while you grab a hold of a tree.
But Billy, there's the link if you want to pop in here so everybody can see you one more time before you do something stupid.
Sweeney's Creek, hey, Steve.
Look at that. There's old Stevie from Down Under.
No, that's the wrong one. That's
If
Stevie
I
not
show up
towards
next
me.
video with no hair, you know we collected some lightning.
Sweeney's Creek. That's Steven from down under.
Oh, okay. I didn't see his when you said that.
I said Sweeney.
I didn't hear you, and I didn't see it up there. I just seen Stevie when he said that.
Yeah.
My mind ain't all right today, y'all. So y'all just have to
Today.
overlook me.
Your mind ain't all right neither.
Today.
Well, it's worse today. How's that?
All right.
Yeah, I woke up kind of just feeling off and just like, down in the dump and everything. And the boys, I knew that they were out to.
It must be in the weather because I got up like that too. My sinuses all stopped up, and my muscle in my left leg pulling my heel to my butt.
Well, Billy, soon as that's over with, let us know everything's okay, buddy.
Yeah, it's imagine those storms can wreak havoc.
Yep.
Yeah, where are you hunkering down at, Billy? That's what I started to say. Desiree took the words out of my mouth. You better message somebody and let us know y'all okay late tonight.
We're gonna have to fix them one of them things for when they take somebody that kills everybody.
Papa Rock says,
Hang on to my hammer, Billy.
Hey, come on up, Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
You're only a click away.
And you're welcome, city girl. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but you welcome.
Yep.
I got the hiccups. But
Red.
the boys, when they went out grocery shopping, Travis got paid today. And they knew that I was down and they saw that bear, which is also unicorn. I love unicorns. And they went out and they got another kitty litter box. This one has kind of lid on it. It's great big huge. And so they put it down in that and they said, okay, there's something in this box here that's for you, Mom. And Matt goes, and it's going to make you cry. I opened it up and yep, the waterworks began.
Hey, Red.
Let me see what the girl said.
When you posted that picture, I thought they had stuck that thing in one of your old wheelchairs. I didn't even see you until they made the picture bigger. I said, "What is that behind that teddy bear?" And when I did, I seen your little head sticking up behind it. I was like, "Oh, that's what that is."
Yeah, it's huge.
Well, good day, sir. How are you?
G'day, guys. How's it going?
Hey,
What's
Steve.
up, Trip?
What's up? She's hot, dry, and pretty nasty over here now.
Hey there, Paul from England.
Hello, Paul.
Have a look at the blue sky above me. Not a cloud to be seen.
All we got to
That's
see
pretty.
today was this bad-looking cloud hanging over us all day.
Yeah, we getting ready to get them storms. Billy and them's getting down.
I don't think the storm's supposed to be here. We're supposed to get some rain.
Oh,
We're getting 80% chance of rain tomorrow with high winds.
Yeah, I
So
think
you're
we
probably
might
gonna
get some
the same
wind
thing.
and stuff, but I don't think we're supposed to get the bad storms.
I hope not.
I hope not either.
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain
I don't
tonight and
like
tomorrow.
Send some our way. We need rain now.
We're dry here. We're very dry.
Oh, you can see in the background here behind me just how much she's dried out.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
There's no moisture in the ground, in the topsoil at all.
Oh my
I just
God.
thought I saw Mad Max ride behind you.
No, that's me tractor.
That was in the desert.
That's his big boy toy.
Yeah, that's my lifesaver. God, I would have been knackered without that.
Yep.
They are. They're very handy for a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's got it's due for a service, but yeah, she's one of the best things we ever bought.
Yeah.
I like that tractor.
Yeah,
I can't wait till this spring. Well, I got my heat map in, so at the end of February, I'm gonna be starting my plants, and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Without them seeds, you ought to be.
Yeah, if somebody hadn't had to have a car here a while back, I might would have went and got me a new tractor. Well, hello there,
Well, hello,
Micro
micro
Farmer.
farmer.
Oh, hello, my girl. How are you?
Homer.
I ain't even getting Stevie's messages.
Yeah,
But
man,
he,
I bought like $100 worth of seeds. So, but I can't do much talking about that because I got a premiere coming out next week.
Okay.
And then COVID happened, so that delayed. And that's and then we could start like our life together.
Oh, Aston.
And then the hurricane happened. So
I like the dog shaking.
right now,
Yeah,
it's really tough
she's something.
She's pretty.
Yeah, I think Susan was asking you there, Sweeney, if y'all was still on lockdown over there.
no, we're pretty open at the moment. So most indoor venues that aren't food outlets still have mask requirements, but yeah, no, we're pretty well open. There's a few requirements, a few places you can't go to if you're not double vaxxed, but my whole family's double vaxxed, so we're all good.
Yeah.
How's them babies doing?
The baby cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came out this morning at 6 o'clock to let the chickens out, and the cows have decided they wanted to get out into the front part of the paddock. So yeah, there's one little girl there that keeps leading them astray. She's a little bitch.
Well, I tell you, Heidi had her little calf, and she's never ever showed up milking. I mean, never. Even the first time we milked her, she was good.
Yeah, stomped about 3 times to see it.
But she has showed her butt, and we finally got him in there in front of her today, and she actually eats. She's not hardly eat anything in 4 days in the milker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Hello, Margie.
I'm RJ.
Red, did you see Papa Rock's comment?
Yeah, I did.
No comment?
No, I commented.
Oh,
yeah,
did you?
she said, Papa Rock, you're going to have to watch it. Can't say a lot about it, but I'm working on it now.
Yeah, I can't say much about it.
What was that, pepper plants?
No, they're tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
And
oh.
They are going absolutely gangbusters in this soil, and yeah, they're I mean, they love the heat.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's according to where you at and who you are. I'm a mater guy.
Yeah, I start saying we have maters. He has tomatoes.
Uh-huh. I ain't as proper. I just country.
No, Paul. It's just I put myself out there to be picked on because, well, I love comedy, and well, the more I dish out, the more I take. And that's the way it is.
Sets herself up good.
They've gone absolutely nuts the last week. They're beetroots or beets, and there's a rogue tomato plant in there as well. We've had about 6 tomato plants pop up in funny places.
There we go.
Oh boy, it's pretty and green in there.
Yeah.
I want to come to Australia now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going over since they're starting summer.
Yeah, we're heading for about 96 Fahrenheit on Monday, so that's going to be nice.
Oh my gosh.
Dear, I'll see you.
What is it out in degrees?
Oh, you go ahead. Sweeney, Glenn's coming to help you.
Beautiful. We'll take all the help we can get. Bring some water with you.
What did you say, Red?
He said Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's 90. That's Fahrenheit. That's what we have here. He didn't say Celsius.
Okay. My brain ain't working.
Sorry, guys, I've got to go. I might have a snake call coming in.
Okie dokie. Thank you for popping in.
Well, what happened?
He said, I gotta go.
Yeah, but he said something was coming in.
I thought he said a snake.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Probably a snake call.
Yeah. That's
What
it.
what does he do for a living?
Catches snakes.
Well, he works at a school, I think, but he does the snake catching on the side. He's like a Steve Irwin down there.
He
Yeah.
can keep them.
I think he was a school teacher or something.
Yeah.
And I think he dropped out of that.
No, I think he's
Or
still
retired.
working there.
I think he does something on the side, but I don't think he's full time at it now.
Oh, I'm trying to message. Where in the world?
You all right up there, Red? You suck a pea in the wrong way or something, did you?
I'm freaking allergies.
Oh, okay. I'm worried about you up there.
Yep.
That's why I cough a lot, is because I got allergies.
Ooh,
Guess what I'm allergic to?
I'm scared to ask.
Cats.
Cats.
Oh,
You're allergic to cats and you got them in the house?
Yes,
Yeah.
Them things would be out of the house in a heartbeat, I'm telling you.
She sleeps.
Here's my baby.
Look.
I don't care. You know what we wound up having to do when I found out I was allergic to your dog.
She's got a cat too.
Aw. See, I love my fur babies. And I suffer because I love my fur babies.
All righty,
all right,
Papa.
Rock.
Thank you for stopping in. I hope them meds don't bother you too bad now, them new ones.
Yep.
Good night, Papa
Yeah.
Rock.
If you wake up in a little bit and we're still on, pop back in.
He's going to sleep.
Yeah.
As much as Glenn, you ought to see the videos and stuff Glenn sent me where he's found kittens and he's sitting down there holding them, loving on them.
I
And him
said if I was
asleep.
allergic to them, they would be out of the house. We had to do that to your dog.
Here, Glenn. Take him as a farm cat.
Papa Rock.
How many more you want? We got about 30.
I'll take one more.
now the diva has to come up and get up in the big screen. There we go, diva.
I'll take one more.
Say, I give you sugar. We got some pretty ones.
Yep.
He needs a playmate.
Be right back. I'm going to go get me a drink.
We can fix you
Alrighty.
up. We've got black ones. We got gray ones. We got yellow and mixed and
Mancoon and
calicos and all kinds.
I'll take a
Way
black
too
one.
many.
fuzzy ones, not so fuzzy ones.
I'll take a black one. He ain't fuzzy.
Well, we got black fuzzy and we got non-black.
Medium fuzzy and non-fuzzy.
Are they girls or boys?
They cats.
There's one girl in the bunch and the rest of them's boys.
I need a girl.
I named one Black Booty and it turned out to be a boy. Don't never ask me till they get older because I can't tell when they little.
I need a girl, April, for him.
Well, she's got just a itty bitty patch of white right here.
That's how he is.
We got one that looks just like Garfield. Not Garfield. Sylvester.
Yep. Just like Sylvester. And he's a big feller.
Yeah, he's a big old Tom. He ain't so bad. He stays down yonder below the hog pen most of the time. He just comes around by eating time.
Paul said cats or dog food still running about, LOL.
Well, Paul, that's not exactly what I was going to say, but it's kind of close.
Coco, as big as Coco is, Coco just pounces and licks at them. They try to come up and steal his milk or his eggs because he loves both of them. And he just sticks his big old head right in the pan saying, you ain't getting none of this.
We got some game hens today.
Oh. We got some, I'm telling you, they little bitty bannies, and they're probably about this tall. And I was waiting on Carla the other day, and it started flogging me. And all you can feel is just a little, that's it. And I stuck my pocketbook down there, and that little banny rooster was pow, 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 pow.
I went ahead and
No,
took my
no.
allergy pill.
No snake call yet, but yeah, it was just the girl that I help out. Her business is based in Bendigo, catching snakes. I just help her out, but she was just checking to make sure I was available. So, shaping up to be busy 3 days snake wise around here. It's just perfect weather for them.
Yeah.
What kind of snakes? What kind of snakes do you have in Australia?
In this location in Bendigo, we're in central Victoria, so we've basically got 3 species of snake only here. So it's a most common one is the eastern brown. So that's probably 90% of what we pick up. So that's ranked number 2 for toxic venom in the planet. And the next common one, probably about 9%, would be red belly black, which my favourite snake. They're just absolutely gorgeous, really placid. But they're also potentially fatal, nowhere near as venomous as the browns. And then we get the occasional tiger, which is rated number 6 in the world.
Paul says over in the UK, if they run over a dog, they have to report it by law, but if they run over a cat, they don't.
That's funny. Hello, Robinson.
Steve, what is the number 1 poisonous snake in the world?
30-acre farmers.
The snake with the number 1 most toxic venom on the planet is the inland taipan, which you find in outback New South Wales and Queensland. So it's a very, very small area, very rarely encountered, but yeah, it's got a extremely toxic venom.
I was thinking tiger when you said that tiger, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but that's what I was clicking in my head. But then when it was like number 6, I was like, well, I thought it was number, and that's why I asked you because tarpan. That's what I knew it began with a T.
So the inland taipan is 1, eastern brown is 2, coastal taipan up in New South Wales, Queensland here is number 3. Tiger snake comes in at 6. We've got the mulga snake, which comes in the teens. Death adder comes in the teens. So we've basically got in the top 20. We've got about 8 species in the top 20 for toxic venom.
And you all have a sea snake that actually swims in the ocean. It's highly venomous too, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I never put the sea snake in that mix because 1, they're a totally different species and very rarely encountered. But the sea snakes are actually very high on the list as well. So when we talk about venom, we basically talk about land animals. But there's every species of sea snake is basically venomous around Australia, so you don't play around with them.
Yeah, I wondered why you put them in a different category. Is it because
it's just because they're very rarely encountered. So the only time you encounter a sea snake is if you're swimming in the ocean, very rare. Fishermen sometimes get them in their nets, also very rare. But the last death in Australia was actually a British tourist who was out working on a fishing boat and he got bitten by a sea snake, and he didn't even make it back to shore.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Australia is also famous for lizards, and I think y'all have that one down there they call the Jesus lizard that runs. Now, are there venomous lizards also?
So we have lots of species of. We have lots of monitors. Mm-hmm. So the biggest lizard in the world is the Komodo Dragon up in Indonesia.
Yeah,
and they actually have a venom in their bite, and we have the second biggest, which is what we call a goanna. It's a parenti.
Yeah,
and then they also have a mild venom in their bite as well. Not lethal, but they certainly can mess you up a bit. And then number 3 is the lace monitor, and we actually get lace monitors around this part of Victoria where I am. And they're very rare, but you do see them. They're absolutely beautiful. But there's a couple of dozen species of goanna and monitors in Australia.
Some of them have the saliva, not venomous, but the saliva causes infection or something if you get bit. Or
there's a high bacteria count, and people used to think that it was just the bacteria that took the animals down, but scientists have since discovered that it's actually a combination of bacteria and venom. Any reptile in the native environment is actually pretty prone to having bacteria and salmonella bacteria on it. So when we handle them, we always disinfect our hand and make sure we're clean. just some of the environments they live in.
You need to come to Kentucky, Steve, and get rid of these snakes.
Oh, you don't want to get rid of them. You just want to move them on and get them out where they're not interacting with people. You need snakes. They're a vital animal.
Well, we didn't decide. Snakes are okay around here, as long as one, they don't try to eat our eggs, or two, try to bite us. And
Yeah.
I'll be back, guys. My husband's home.
that snake that bit Matt twice this past summer, he was a goner.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the role. That's the role that I play. Like, you know, a snake is not going to come charging over and bite someone. They don't chase. They're not out to get you. But if they come into your yard and they're hunting, and then you encounter them, and they're going to defend themselves because they think you're going to eat them. So, you know, my role is to tell people to keep an eye on it, keep their distance, keep it monitored until I get there, and then I'll pick it up and take it out in the bush where it's not going to cause a problem and do what it's supposed to do.
Susan's wanting to know if Australia don't have the most venomous snakes of anywhere, and I want to know what you do with them when you catch them. Do you kill them or you release them?
No, they release them. They just take them.
No,
turn them loose.
We find native forest or suitable habitat within 5 kilometres. What's that about? Within 3 miles to then release them back out and let them continue in the ecosystem. It's actually a federal and state crime to kill a snake here. You can be punished by up to $16,000 in fines or 2 years in jail for killing a snake.
Ooh, I'd be in trouble.
What if that's just
so?
amazing.
All of our native animals are protected under state and federal law, so it's actually illegal to take any native animal.
Hello there,
Yeah, but they're
Jules.
poisonous. They could kill you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how many times do you get into a car? That can kill you every time you drive, and you don't even think about that. So
Don't give me a logical argument. I can't fight with that.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
I want to know what if one's getting ready to hurt your child, and it's where you can't get to them if you shoot them. Do you still have to get penalized?
oh well, there's loopholes in there for, you know, unless you're under serious threat. Now, there's a lot of grey areas to what's a serious threat. Some people will say, "Oh, there's a snake in my backyard. I'm under threat." I'm saying no, unless you're within a metre or two of it, and you know, provoking it. You're just having a snake there is not. It's a potential threat, but not an actual threat. So it all depends on the circumstances. So, you know, if you come out the backyard and there's a snake there and it rears up, and you then leave the step and go over to the shed and get a shovel, you have got yourself out of that threat situation. You've left it. You are then choosing to go back into the threat situation to kill the snake. So it's not the snake causing the confrontation. You're choosing to.
Yeah.
But, you know, if it was in a situation you had a shovel in your hand and suddenly there's a snake and it's about to bite your kid, you know, strike at your kid or whatever, yeah, you're allowed to defend yourself. That you know, I don't have a prop, that's fine. But it's when people are able to diffuse the situation and choose to not do that and actually come back and then actually illegally kill the snake. That's a totally different kettle of fish.
Susan wants to know: can you take their venom and make anti-venom in it with it?
That does happen over here. We don't do that. That's a specialist skill. So we have zoos that have venomous snakes here, and they actually milk the snakes regularly, and that goes off to a serum laboratory. I think there's about 2 in Australia, and so they have examples of every venomous snake, and then they actually extract the venom and make the anti-venom. And interesting point of fact, how we make anti-venom is that venom is actually injected into horses, and then the horse's body will react to the venom and it creates antibodies, which are then extracted from the horse and separated. So anti-venom is actually an animal product.
Oh,
That's awesome to know.
Yeah. And it would be an interesting conundrum for if a vegan got bitten by a snake. Well, you know, are you going to have the anti-venom to save your life because it's an animal product? So, you know, one would think they would be fairly sensible about it and say, yeah, give me that anti-venom.
Here in West Virginia, we only have 2 poisonous snakes. Now, the timber rattler, it's a very hefty fine if you kill one under 42 inches. You're only allowed to kill them over a certain size.
Yeah.
Always abusing horses.
I hear you, Jules.
Yeah, why do they want to inject that into a horse? That poor horse. I just seems so mean.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but it's a very low dose, and the horse is actually, part of the industry that creates that, and it saves thousands of lives here in Australia. We have 3,000 snake bites a year here, but we only have 0 to 3 deaths. So we have a very small percentage ratio of death to bites, and that's simply because of first aid and anti-venom. So, the horses don't suffer in doing that. They actually become quite used to it. But, having said that, it's not an ideal situation for sure.
Does it make them immune to it?
Eventually, they probably do get to a point where it does make them, they build up a degree of immunity, but it depends on each individual. Humans can build up an immunity to snake venom. That's actually been proved.
Yeah, when I was younger, I went to a Seminole reservation in Florida, and the guy did this 3 times a day. He actually picked up a water moccasin and had it bite his arm to show people what a snake bite looked like. He did it 3 times a day with a water moccasin. He became immune to them.
Jules said that, or more people could use it as shambles.
And the other thing too, not to downplay your venomous snakes, because you do have some potentially fatal snakes, but the venom toxicity and the potency of even the rattlesnakes and the water moccasins, they're very low level compared to the snakes over here in Australia and also some of the snakes in Asia. So I know you guys get rightly concerned about rattlesnakes, and they certainly do pose a problem. You would be very unlucky to die from a rattlesnake bite in America if you were able to do the right thing and get to hospital in time.
I'll never forget my mother, my brother, me, and my dad. 4 of us. We went fishing down at Stevens Lake, which is in West Virginia, and there was a snake that kept coming back to the boat. Well, my dad tried everything to get away from it, including totally moving the boat. But it kept coming around, so he decided to take the oar and beat the daylights out of it. It's only one problem. As he brought the oar down, the snake wrapped it around it, and he brought it back up, and the thing was hanging over our heads. My mom, I thought, was going to jump out of the boat, and she can't even swim.
Yeah, and look, that's quite a common story. Like over here, 80% of snake bites are actually people that attack snakes. So the main thing that you do when you go to attack snake is actually increase your chances of getting bitten.
Hey, Steve, I just looked it up here for copperheads, because we don't really have a lot of poisonous snakes around here. Even in the United States, it's either copperhead or more. But it's saying it's about 3,000 people are bitten a year by copperheads, and the death rate of it is 0.01%. So that's like one person.
Exactly.
So it's very low.
Yeah, and that's saying, I'm not downplaying your venomous snake. They are something to be concerned of, and you certainly wouldn't trifle with them. But in relation to other venomous snakes around the world, they are very, very low key. In fact, your greatest danger from rattlesnake and copperhead and water moccasin bites is actually anaphylactic reaction to the venom rather than the actual effect of the venom.
I'm gonna tell a story I know it ain't true, but it messed with me as a kid. So whenever we went fishing, there was no way I was taking that fish off that hook. I didn't care who said I had to. I wasn't doing it. I throw my fishing pole in the lake before I took the fish off the hook. Because as a little kid, an adult told me, and it's kind of funny, kind of mean too, that there was a fisherman, and he reached down into the fish's mouth to pull the lure out, and a snake came out and bit him, and he died. Well, I was 8 when they told me that.
Bass eat snakes, so there's no reason why it couldn't have been a snake in the bass's mouth. But I don't think he died. But yeah, he could have, because I've caught bass and had smaller fish that I'd caught and that the bass had swallowed as I was reeling in the smaller fish.
Absolutely. And, the fact that there was a snake in a fish is not unlikely and that's part of the reason why we actually work as relocators, because snakes form a critical part of the diet of thousands of animals in your ecosystem. You take the snakes out of the ecosystem and your ecosystem dies. End of story. Your predatory birds will starve, your lizards and other will starve because they make up a major part of their diet.
Do you have very many poisonous spiders?
We have redbacks over here, which are like your black widows, and they can give you a nasty bite and do require treatment and can be fatal, depending how you react to it. So they're not a trifle, but they're not life threatening, I would say. So you just treat them with a bit of respect and careful where you put your fingers. So the old redback on the toilet seat's a bit of a cliche here in Australia. But the one we do have is up in New South Wales and around in the Sydney area and the mountains around there, and that's called the Sydney funnel web. And his bite, because the males are venomous, the females aren't. The males actually have fangs that can actually go through your big toenail.
Oh my God!
That's how they can actually bite. If you're wearing sneakers, they can actually bite you through the top of the sneakers. They're a big, black, fairly aggressive spider, and you need anti-venom for treatment on that. We had a lot of deaths in Australia prior to 1930 until we developed an anti-venom for that one. So it used to be pretty well a death sentence.
Howdy, Roy Homestead, baby.
There's to this day, I cannot reach down and pull that hook out of that fish's mouth.
There's an island off of I think somewhere off South America called Snake Island, and all the snakes are poisonous on that island.
Yeah.
And I mean highly venomous. And I don't know if they're arrowheads or what the snake are, but they're it's supposed to be really bad.
They got some good ones there. They got the fertile lance and
Lance. That's it, Lance.
Yeah. No, they're certainly rated fairly high. They sort of equate to our mid to low venomous snakes here in Australia. But yeah, they're definitely and the issue is that it's access to treatment. That's the crux to surviving snake bite. So we have, as I said, 3,000 bites and maybe one death a year. So that's the ratio, and that's simply because of anti-venom and close hospitals. The most dangerous snake in the world is actually rated in the 50s for venom toxicity. That's the Russell's viper or the sawtooth viper. But it kills anywhere between, I think the numbers were 40 to 60,000 people a year.
Wow.
So around the world, we lose, there's 60 to 120,000 snake bite deaths around the world. But most of them occur in places like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, those sorts of locations where you have these sawtooth vipers and other vipers, and they're hours away from hospitals. They have no, and even the hospitals don't have the anti-venom. The medical treatment available to people is the key factor.
I'll tell you what we have here is a bunch of idiots at a church that want to dance with snakes in their hands and poison the snakes, thinking that they can't get hurt. And the dummies get bitten and die from because they don't have the anti-venom, but they'll get hit multiple times. But I don't know what's wrong with these people, man.
I don't know. My uncle, unfortunately, my uncle was one of them, and trust me,
they do it around here. Yeah, they do that around, especially through the Appalachian Mountains, the Appalachian Mountain Range. They do that.
Oh yeah, I just put that down to Darwinism and survival of the fittest, and just move on, mate. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Exactly.
I had a pet python when I was a young kid, and an older gentleman. He was a reptile expert, and he told me he said the only advice I can give you about that snake is, he says, that snake will always tolerate you, or will tolerate you to a point, but that snake will never be your friend. It will just tolerate you.
Exactly right.
It's not going to be a loving, caring pet. Either they tolerate you or they bite you.
Yeah, and they all have different personalities, and some are nippy and some are snappy, and some are pretty chill. And but they're either always like that or they're always not.
Well, there was a woman that I was watching on the internet. She had a python, and it got to where it was coming and laying in the bed with her. And crawling on her. And the vet told her, said, "Get rid of that snake because it's sizing you up. It's getting ready to eat you."
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. Can I just, quite respectfully, and not to be a smart ass, whatever. That is that is a common story around the world, and it is the biggest, most utter load of absolute effing bullshit that there is on the planet. That does not happen. Snakes don't lay down to size people up. Yeah, no, and it's a common. We get it all the time. We see photos of people who have got pet snakes, and they've got their kid, and the kid sitting down next to the snake. Oh, that snake's sizing him up to eat him. And I'm really surprised that a vet would say that, because a vet's supposed to be educated and know that that's not part of snake behavior.
I think if it's snuggling up somebody, it's to keep warm.
Exactly. That's
body heat. Yeah, it's the body heat. It wants to warm up to you. Get warm next to you.
Yeah, and that's right. And if you think about a snake out in the wild, if it sees a pig, is it going to slither up and lay next to it and look at this pig and size it up? The pig's going to take off before then. So no, it's not part of their behaviour. It's nonsense. Yeah. But yeah, they do love to get into warm spots. So beds are an actual, because you've got that body heat and dunas and things. They love that location. We get probably in Australia, dozens of snakes every year that are actually collected out of beds and cots and babies' beds and all sorts of stuff.
My ex-boyfriend was, I guess you could call it, snake sitting for a friend of his, and he had to go to the store, so he just put the snake kind of like underneath his shirt, because he always wore this jacket there. He put the snake underneath his shirt, and the snake kind of slithered down into his shirt. He goes up to the cash register to pay, and the lady sees the thing around there but doesn't see its head. And she goes, "Well, that's a really cool looking necklace." About that time, the snake stuck its head out from his shirt. She's like,
"Oh dear."
That woman screamed. I mean, she screamed.
I bet so. I ain't gonna be sitting down with no snake. I know that. So.
Yeah, well, we're in the process of getting ready to build our shed, and once I've got that, I'll get a couple of snake enclosures set up. I'm going to have a couple of pets. So, no venomous ones. I'm not allowed to have venomous ones.
Hey there, Miss Southern Belle.
They just passed a law here in West Virginia where you cannot have, I think it's like 140 some different reptiles as pets now.
Yeah.
Exotic animals, there's no laws on exotic animals in the state. Like you can own a tiger or whatever without a permit here. But
and that's crazy.
They've made it where if it's a local like a local reptile, like you can't go out and catch a box turtle, keep it as a pet, or a rattlesnake. Or they just passed that law this year, and I'm glad they did it. I'm really glad they did it.
Well, and actually, box turtles there in West Virginia, Shaky, are getting extinct. My nephew's is helping to repopulate them because they're almost extinct. He's already grew 3 batches of the box turtles.
Yeah. So over here we have, or in Victoria, our state, we have a few levels of licensing. So I've got a pet blue tongue. Have I shown you my pet blue tongue?
Yes.
Yeah. So my pet blue tongue, you don't need a license for that, but you can't actually go out in the wild and take them. They have to be captive bred. Then you have a basic license, which will let you have non-venomous snakes, but they cannot be. It's illegal to own any animal from overseas. They can only be native animals. And then you have an advanced license, which is venomous snakes. And in each of those licenses, there's other animals as well. So if you want to have an emu, you've got to have a basic license. It's illegal to own a kangaroo as a pet. You can't have a kangaroo as a pet unless you have another license, which is a registered wildlife carer and rehabilitator. So yeah, there's very strict laws here and what you can bring in and what you can own. And I'm all for it because some of the
I don't see why
snakes
people
American.
want to own tigers,
That's
bears,
crazy.
or apes. I mean, yeah,
Yep.
sure, a little spider monkey, but I mean, it's not like that's going to tear your face off. It will bite you. I've been bit by one. I should know, but it ain't going to tear your face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it was my mistake that I got bit because we had been camping. Once again, that's what my family always did. And the people over from us had a little spider monkey, and I wanted to go check it out. I was a kid. And the spider monkey went to jump up on my shoulder, and I screamed. Well, I scared it. What bit me?
Yeah.
And I went running back to the camp, and my mom was patching me back up. Oh God, I'm might as well tell the whole story. As she was, cleaning it up and all, she goes, "Well, that was a mean monkey. You ought to go over there and bite him back for biting you." I went, "Okay." And I turned around. She goes, "Where are you going?" I went, "You told me to go bite him." "No, don't bite that monkey."
And it's the same thing here. If I ever get bitten by a snake that I have to relocate, that's going to be my fault. That's going to be a breakdown in my technique. It's my mistake, not the snake's fault.
I'd be so nervous I would never be able to catch it. So
easy to catch right there. I get there.
I freak out over spiders, let alone snakes.
I'd love to come over and have a crack at some of those rattlers though. They're a beautiful snake. They don't do. The biggest problem we have with the eastern browns here is actually getting there in time before they go. Like they can get up to about 4 or 5 mile an hour when they're 6 mile an hour when they really want to go. So you've really got to get a bit of speed up to catch them when they take off. And I like the rattlers. They're big, fat and lazy and just sit there and wait for you to pick them up. That's my sort of snake. I love it.
We knew a lady. Once again, we went snake sitting that got a garden snake, and she had to put it in a tank and everything. She thought the thing was going to eat miniature minnows. Garden snakes don't eat minnows. So while she was gone, we accidentally let him outside where he could eat June bugs.
Yep.
And, when my ex went to pick him up, the snake was just not wanting to be picked up. And he grabbed a hold of that meaty flesh right there between your thumb and your finger.
Yep.
And it was rocking its head.
That's what they do.
And I was like, "That thing's biting you." And he goes, "What? Oh, he is, ain't he?" He said, "I didn't even feel it." I mean, he bled a little bit, but there was nothing severe. But he got to go outside. He wasn't in captivity anymore.
There's a classic piece of video online, if you look it up. Steve Irwin went on to I don't know if it was an Australian or an American TV show, and he brought one of his favourite snakes on. He was showing them and he was saying and he actually said, this snake's really placid. It's never bitten me. It's always been good. And he had it round his neck, and 30 seconds later, this bloody snake latched onto his neck and was hanging on.
Ow!
And he's gone. He's gone, bloody hell, it's biting me. First time
Hello, Noah.
How are you tonight, Mr.
All right, guys. I'm going to get going here. I've got to head out. So, I'm going to say goodbye and shuffle off.
Hey, Steve, I sent you quick pictures on private messenger.
Sweet. I'll check them out. Thanks, buddy.
Good seeing you, man.
Thank you for dropping in, buddy.
Catch you soon. Bye.
Bye. That is a very smart feller. So you had rice and chicken, Desiree?
Yeah, rice.
No, I had rice, eggs, and chorizo.
And what?
Chorizo.
The heck is that?
It's a Spanish sausage.
Oh.
We get it from, there's a meat market where it's run by Spanish people.
Yeah.
And they make it fresh, and it's in the meat section, it's the meat deli section.
picture I sent him.
That's a
There you
big
go.
snake.
Yeah.
It was about 4 foot long, 4 inches thick.
That's a big
Good
snake.
night, Miss Southern Belle. Thank you for stopping by.
Good
Yes,
night,
Miss
Miss Southern Belle.
Have a good night. Or you saying goodbye to Sweeney's Creek?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought
I
so.
don't know.
Margie
See,
knows what
Margie
you're
knows. Chorizo's a sausage.
Is it spicy?
There's mild and spicy. I like the
wanna try
milder. I don't
boudin.
like this. I don't like the spicy. And then there's like in the middle of the road. Not too hot, not too light. Not too.
See,
I'm not gonna say cold because.
I like Polish sausage. That's the only.
Yeah, I
time
like the Polish
about
kielbasa
that
too, but
and other like sausage patties type things, which
Yeah.
we make here.
it's really good if you get the right one. It's really, really good, and it's freshly made. So
I like old fashioned Link country sausage. I eat it's like a hot dog. Put that bad boy in a bun.
I like the beer bratwurst.
Oh, that's
the
good,
beer
yeah.
the beer brats. Those are good.
Pretty much the same. It ain't far much difference between the two. But I have
But
yet
no,
to
I
try
mean-
boudin. I want to try boudin or whatever it's called.
I thought you were. I thought you were Miss Southern Belle. You want to try what now?
And they call it boudin or something. It's the sausage like stuff, huh? Boudin. Anyway, it's Louisiana sausage. It's got I think it's got rice or something in it. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I've never had it, but I've got friends of mine that live down there. They say it's awesome. I want to try it.
I'm a picky eater.
Now I'm looking it up. Let's see.
I think it's pronounced boudin. I don't know how to spell it, but I think it's pronounced boudin. I could be wrong.
Boudin.
Yeah, I could be wrong. But
It's Boudin.
Look, is that a dog above your head shaky or a cat? Okay.
Yeah.
that's Bailey the Wonder Mutt.
I can't make her out.
Ain't she adorable?
She is.
Yeah, now y'all can see her and not me. That's Bailey the Wonder Mutt up there.
She's so sweet.
She is adorable.
If everything works out and I start doing I'm trying to start my own business, this pet transport business, and if it works out, she's gonna go with me on the road. That's gonna be my sidekick.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do if someone falls in love with her?
Do what now?
There's two ways of spelling that sausage: Boudin and Boudain.
Oh, okay. And it's like sausage and rice or something, or in the.
I'll take rice, a pork. Okay, hold on. I gotta look up the information. A pork rice Cajun sausage.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Cajun spices stored made with gumbo alligator meat.
Alligator meat.
It's got alligator meat in it and pork.
Yeah, I love alligator. No, Southern Belle. She's not a teacup. She's a regular what they call a deer head Chihuahua. She doesn't have the apple head. She's a deer head.
I've ate alligator jerky before. That was really good.
But then I'm reading something else, and it says something else says it's got pork, liver, rice, and host of aromatic and spices. Its fuel chip leads heading east on I-10 from Houston into Louisiana. At almost any gas station worth its salt will have poached or smoked boudin on hand, ready for snacking.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I've been through Louisiana and didn't even stop and get one. I got to get down there and get one.
Never been. I never been west of Panama City except for when I flew in a plane to Oregon. I've never been, and Clarksville, Tennessee. I've never been west.
A couple years ago, we picked up a pit bull in Brooklyn, New York. Right? I mean, we can see the Atlantic Ocean, and we took it to the Pacific Ocean to L.A. Straight through.
Gotcha.
How's Mr. Jules doing?
What's up, old man?
Well, April, Red, Shaky.
Well, hey.
It's Desiree, right?
Yep, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yep, me. Good memory.
I've been sitting here watching, and I was processing a video. I really wanted to get up there and talk to Steve about the snakes.
Oh, to Sweeney?
Yeah, but that's 5 minutes old now. So I'm gonna bring
I really enjoyed your last video, Jules.
Yeah, he may come back
For
in.
that.
Sometimes he does.
He's very knowledgeable. That man knows a lot.
He is. He's very
he knows a
knowledgeable
lot.
about a lot of stuff.
Well, he's not here, so I'm not gonna say anything.
He got tickled when I told him about the story of Black Betty picking her foot up and kicking Max right in the hind end. She's like, I'm not mating. She is a sassy little girl, but she's also top end. And she kind of rules the roost, even rules the rooster.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Glenn. Me and Steve are good buddies. We're always going back and forth on that thing. I'll say one thing, and he knows I feel this way. But if you're raising kids and you find a venomous snake around your house, it's got to go.
Somebody better get it in a hurry and take it further than 5 miles away from my house.
It's got to go.
It's only illegal killing the snakes if you don't get caught.
That's right.
Are you saying break the law and be quiet?
Shovel and shut up.
Shaky, how you doing, man?
I'm as fine as a frog hair split 4 ways, brother.
Oh my goodness!
I've heard say that. I say that,
Margie.
Well, us, but I mean, you know.
I've heard a lot of people say it.
I haven't.
Glenn, I know you're not chowing down on Skittles, right?
Nope. Popcorn.
Okay. All right.
We eating cow feed.
You gotta watch that sugar, brother.
I wouldn't mind having some Skittles.
That makes 2 of us.
I had none of them in a while.
I was just under 200 pounds. Fred gave me a lot of chocolate and candy and stuff. I'm pushing 204 in like 10 days. I can't.
And Christmas is right after. You're in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Jules,
I'm in trouble.
I can fart and lose 4 pounds.
That's a lot of wind, Shaky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Now, wait a minute. I can understand that during the process, but hot air rises. You sure you don't gain about 6 pounds afterwards?
Basically, he's saying he's full of hot air.
Yeah, but when he lets out 4 pounds of it, he's going to get heavier.
But we all know this.
Jackie says she doesn't care as long as he doesn't do it in their bed.
Pull the covers right up over the head.
Yeah, I'd kill you. If I was her, I'd kill you.
She does me like that all the time.
Yeah. Margie, you have a good night. God bless you and thank you. You've been awesome posting links tonight.
Boone. There's Boone.
Yeah, there's Boone too.
Miss Southern Belle, I had something for the first time not long ago called zebra popcorn. That was so good.
Zebra?
I had never heard of that in this Southern Belle.
Oh, man, I love zebra popcorn.
So I can't eat popcorn. Nope, I haven't been able to eat popcorn in quite a while.
Neither. Oh, I find that good.
Is that because the kernel's red?
I got diverticulitis. There's a lot of things I can't eat.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be hurting for another day or two.
Now see, your love of popcorn is about my love of my kitty cats, even though I'm highly allergic to them.
See?
Yeah, but I went for a long time without any popcorn. But somebody brought in a can full and didn't want it.
Aha.
So I'm not wasteful.
It ain't me. Junior said it's Snail.
Glenn is hammering that popcorn, man.
He likes popcorn.
He's hammering it.
I think my favorite is Smart Food, that white cheddar.
Yeah, that white cheddar is very good.
I love that Smart Food white cheddar. That's like my
it.
favorite.
That's what this is.
Oh man.
There's
And then it
so much
sticks
stuff
on your
out there I
fingers.
can't eat. It sucks.
This had a regular white cheddar and the caramel.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off here. I may come back if there's a spot open, but I gotta jump off, take care of some things. I love you guys.
Love you, Shane.
Bye, Shaky. Love you, dude.
Right.
Love you, hon.
Peace, bro.
Bye, Jackie.
Roll.
Not fast enough.
Vin said that YouTube took her subscription away from y'all.
Oh no.
Yes.
Well, make sure you resubscribe.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Can I
And
comment
anybody,
on that?
Because we've been working on trying to get up there to 1,500, and when we do, we're gonna give a T-shirt away.
I need to comment on that real quick.
Go ahead.
I got the notification. I come in. I went to your about page just for the hell of it. Glenn, you know I know you, right? And you know me. I wasn't spoken on you. And I noticed the same thing. They had me unsubscribed.
Oh,
But
hey.
I still had a notification that you were live. So, yeah, they'll scrub. They scrub at 3, 6, 9, 12. They scrub every 300. And it's not always spam accounts or,
Well, I know here in the last, the last
they'll
3 or 4
scrub
weeks,
people that actually follow you is what I'm telling you.
yeah,
They
the last 3 or 4 weeks, our numbers been going like this,
Yep. You're probably in a 12. You're probably in something divisible by 3, like a 12 or a 15.
Well, we're at 1370.
1570?
1370.
I never seen that one, but same thing, man. They scrub that stuff. They scrub it hard when you hit 900.
Hey, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to when I put out that premiere. Because I will say one thing is my intro is different than what it's been.
Do you see Roy?
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, it's
Can I sub for my T-shirt?
As many times as you can, Roy. Yep. What you need to do is tell all your people and everything to come on over and check it out so you have a chance of getting that T-shirt sooner.
Yeah.
that's a lot of stockings, Jules.
Yeah. That's not all of them, actually. Boone says she liked the stockings, so.
Yeah, but we didn't do it this year, but generally we'll put out stockings for me, Travis, Matt, Killer, Jack, Cooper, and the cats. Yes, the cats get their own stocking.
What do you put in that cat stocking?
Catnip.
Hanging on a mantle.
No, I know what she puts in them.
What's that?
Oh, you said what? Okay, I misunderstood.
Fruity Pebbles.
No, that's for me.
No. Catnip.
No, that's for her.
Yeah, but you hide it in the cats one so that nobody know where they're at.
Boys don't mess with them. No, I mean we give them little toys, catnip toys. The little balls that's got the bells in it.
Yeah.
These animals have got toys like you wouldn't believe. Cooper brings all of his stuffed toys to bed because I have stuffed toys in the bed, so he thinks that's where he has to bring his stuffed toys as well to the bed.
Well, of course.
Oh, no, that's really sweet.
Oh, no,
It's my favorite channel, too. One of my favorites.
Y'all are so sweet. Boone says her cat and her rabbits got stockings.
Nah.
We've got stockings, but they're empty. They're gonna stay empty after Christmas too.
You won't let me have none.
No presents under the tree. None of that. I see his stocking behind right there. Look at them all. One,
it's a
2,
lot of
3,
them.
4, 5. 5 stockings there, Jules. 5 stockings, Jules.
I think it's
Yeah, that's
Or
the
6.
5. Yeah, there's 5, but there are.
Okay.
There's one more.
Okay. I was like 5, or is there 6 I can't see in the end? What?
It's 5.
Miss,
but then there's
Miss
one
Southern
more.
Belle asked your question, hon.
Oh. How did your birthing go as a I'm not a midwife. My cousin is. Everything was good. There's a cute little baby boy named Nicholas.
Aww.
Yeah.
You know that little girl, that niece of mine that had the brain tumor? She's going to be 4 years old in February.
Oh, wow.
She knows how to count up to 20. She knows her ABCs. She's a sneaky little thing. She snuck in behind my great nephew, and he had a chicken nugget on his plate that he hadn't ate yet. And he was sitting there playing this game thing, and she came over and she's looking over his shoulder, acting like she was really interested in what he was doing. And that little hand came around him, grabbed his chicken nugget, and she pulled it off and then ran off and ate it.
That's cute.
That's a big family.
That's right.
She got 6
Yes.
pets.
Wow.
All right. I need your expert opinion on this.
Uh-oh. What's my
wrong channel?
My son, wrong channel. No. My son was second born, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so Beth's, my wife is Beth. She's not really going into contractions hard. And so they're looking at diameter, right? Centimeters, I guess. They go with centimeters. And so we're sitting there, and the doc says, "No, not yet, not yet." And so he walks out, and I'm thinking, man, that's not right. She's, Beth, it's ready. And this is a hospital with a long hallway.
Yeah.
He wasn't far, and Robbie crowned my son. And then he's coming, and I'm holding him, and I'm holding him, and I'm holding him. And I'm yelling and yelling and yelling, hey, 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 hey. There's no nurse, there's no nothing. And they finally hear, and they come, and they finish the delivery, and the doctor asked me to cut the umbilical cord. And I said, well, I think you need to do something. So, does that make me a midwife?
Well, you're pretty much, you cut the baby, but we have a lot of dads. We have a lot of dads that catch the babies at the birth cottage, or the little sister will catch the baby's sister or brother will catch the baby. So it's not just the midwife.
But there's other people there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the only one there.
No, I know that, but yeah, you're a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
Just for that pregnancy. just for your wife's pregnancy, not for anybody else now. You have to go to school and earn a certificate and all that stuff.
I know how to give people shots. You got vodka, bourbon.
Yeah, that kind of shot. The only shot that we give. The only shots that we give, I don't give, but my cousin gives, is the Rogam if their blood type and the baby's blood type don't match. Like I'm an A negative, so I need Rogam.
Right.
So that's the only shot that they give them, and lidocaine when they need stitching. And then when they tear naturally.
Hey, Jules, if you ever run upon this situation, don't do this. You run into a woman who's in the store and all of a sudden she's giving birth. don't walk up to her and go, "Oh, by the way, I'm a midwife."
Well, I've done it.
Hey,
I've done it.
one of her friends or family members or something was pregnant back yonder and getting pretty close. And I told them that I would deliver the baby. They asked me what experience I've had, and I said, well, I've delivered a bunch here on the farm. I said, I've had a couple of cows get down. I had to tie a rope to them and pull it out with a tractor.
Glenn!
I didn't have no offers after that. There ain't nobody out there.
I wouldn't have wanted you as a midwife either, or my doctor.
Well, he not only did he scare him, but he insulted him. First he got him a cow, and then he scared him by saying, I'll just take the baby out with my tractor.
Yeah.
Well, she was having a problem, and I called the vet and stuff, and they told me to grab a hold of it and pull. So I pulled and fell down a couple of times and got mad, and I hooked the tractor to it and pulled it on out. Hey, I saved the baby, though.
Yeah, there was one.
Yeah, I saved 2 kittens. I helped my cat years ago birth some babies. She was able to pass 2 of them, and 2 of them got stuck, and I had to deliver 2. And then I felt like the dad in 101 Dalmatians.
Well, when Tiki and Tank was born, they were actually born in this house, in there in what Matt's room is now. And Travis was alone that day. So he had to take care of everything, and then after they were all born, then he called the neighbors and went, what am I supposed to do next? They were like, run away. So they ran up here. There was nothing to be done. He had taken care of it.
Yeah, Susan, sometimes that's something you just got to do. They actually got tools for that to hook on them, and it's like a jack where you jack them out. But them things is too expensive for me.
You winch them out?
Yeah.
You winch it out.
Well, no, they've got a thing that's called a calf jack. It's got a piece that fits up against their hip, and it's a long rod, and you hook the chains to their feet and stuff, and you pull it back there, and it's got like a jack handle on it, and you just ratchet it, keep it going back, and it just climbs that pipe and pulls the calf out as you go.
I cannot see.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Just YouTube channels out there shows how it works.
Yeah, no.
No, they give all them shots to the caves and stuff.
Yes, you don't need a doctor.
B gets low, I'll give you a shot. I got some B12 in there.
Yeah, I did have a bunch of B vitamins in there, liquid. I know how to give them shots.
Have you ever gave your chicken shots before?
No.
Ain't never
had to have to do nothing for chickens.
Well, I'm talking about like Merrick's or coccidiosis.
Most of the people that gives shots to chickens is these big corporations, and it's all these vaccinations.
Well, I mean, I know you can do it at home because I watched videos on it.
Yeah, you can give them
get the stuff from the vet.
Yeah.
Dr. Poe.
That's one of the reasons I like keeping mine out there on the pasture and stuff. Keeping them loose, they just stay healthier.
Jules is having a chuckle behind that camera.
I don't know what he's watching now, but
I can't get the picture. I don't know why, but my brain went here of Glenn wearing a mitten, a baseball mitten on his hand, squatted down, going, "I'm ready."
Oh no, I don't get down there like that. That cow side's the kick. I ain't gonna be standing back there.
Well, how about the one you thought was dead?
Yeah, I followed one around out there one day till I thought the calf had done passed away, hanging out.
Wow.
It wouldn't move. Its tongue was hanging out of its mouth. His nose and tongue had done turned purple.
Oh.
Sorry, I was reading a joke when that happened, when you were talking.
That was the first one I ever pulled. And I hooked the ropes on it and started pulling, and the rope broke, and I was flat on my back on the ground twice. And the third time,
did it survive?
The third time when I was pulling on it, it finally gave and come out. And as soon as it come out and hit the ground, I turned around and started walking off, and I heard. So I went over and stuck my hand in its mouth and pulled all the stuff out of its mouth.
Wow, you saved it.
I saved that.
That jar must have got something to go in, because he did. I mean, he did. He said, well, it's gone.
Yeah. I thought it was gone for 5 minutes before I tried to pull it. I done called the vet and everything after I thought it was gone, and the vet told me, so the only thing you left is just pull it out. Said, said, I can come up there and do it. And he told me what he's going to charge her. He said, you can hook a rope on it and pull it out. Said, put it around its neck, feet, whatever.
That's awesome that you saved that baby's life.
Yeah, well, I put it around its feet. If I put it around its neck, I probably wouldn't have.
Well, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Roy said he used to raise fighting chickens, and he give them shots.
Yeah, mean shots.
Mean shots.
Incredible Hulk shots.
Now, the best way to give a chicken a shot, just pour it out in a shot glass and set it in there. They'll drink it. Especially if it's moonshine,
Oh, my gosh, Glenn.
A drunk chicken.
You've been hanging out at Thirsty Beaver, Glenn.
Yeah, those eggs I was telling you about, Travis gonna go out tomorrow and get an incubator. We'll see if we got babies 28 days from now.
No, 21 days from the time you put them in the incubator.
21? Okay.
Yep.
You leave if you get one with the turner, you leave them in the turner for 18 days, and on the 18th day, you take them out of the turner and lay them down and don't touch them no more.
Yeah, well, we're getting the one that turns.
Yep. Well, on the 18th day, you take the eggs out and lay them down in the incubator.
So they don't rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you leave them in there rocking, they'll hatch sitting up in there rocking, but they can get out and get in between the turner and stuff and get hung and get hurt.
Never did this before, but I was wanting to, and I just didn't expect it to happen this quick. I mean, this is only going on 3rd year we've raised chickens. Something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think last time we got back in chickens when we got
21.
That's why we started back, went and bought eggs.
You started before COVID, right, Fred?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe it's going on 4 years now. It just doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Well, congratulations, Susan.
That's pretty awesome, Susan.
I want to learn to knit or crochet. I've always wanted to make me a sweater, but I'm years
Now,
from
look at that. I love it. Is Susan New Horizons?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of Susan.
We met over at Mallory Meetup.
Toboggan.
Susan,
New Horizon.
My cats actually leave our chicks alone. We've raised two bunches of them. We've raised 2 bunches of them in the house. The rest of the cats, they don't care. The dogs don't care except for Tucker and Cooper. And the only problem I have with Cooper is he actually will not sleep. He will sit there and guard those baby chicks. And then when they get old enough to go outside, he don't care about them. Leave them alone. They ain't cute no more. That's exactly how he is with anything that's little. He loves little dogs. He loves, birds that are little, babies that are little. He'll watch over them and he'll want to take care of them. But when they get older, he's like, go away.
Boone, that would be me. It'd take me forever to do anything like that.
Yeah, Boone made a toboggan. I think she calls it a net cap. But she made a toboggan and it's lopsided. But it fits her head perfectly.
So you saying she makes that
I have made one scarf. I've made one scarf
with you.
before, and I didn't realize how big it was because I just kept doing it. It actually ended up being about 6 foot long. 6 foot long.
Did you see what she
Lightning
did?
Jules.
You better be glad she can't poke through the computer screen. She hits you in the nose.
Yeah, she's feisty for a Yankee.
There you go, Boone. You can come in here and fuss at him.
Yeah.
Desiree, you want gloves with no fingertips, the little mitten thing.
Yeah, the gloves come, the mittens come over the top. Yeah.
Yeah, I use those for hunting. Yep,
I love those.
Yeah, and you can tuck a little heat pad in that mitten part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when your fingers are getting chilled. I love those gloves.
It still gets cold. It gets cold down here in northern Florida. So
if you get some and they don't come with it, you want to put like a Velcro here
Greek
and here.
yogurt pina colada.
Yeah.
So you can tag it.
I had a pair, and I gave them to my boyfriend before he passed away 5 years ago, and I didn't think I was going to need them because he lived in Vermont. I lived down here, and well, he passed away, so I don't have them anymore.
Sorry.
It's life. You know, cancer sucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one successful thing that I did with crocheting is making that neck scarf. But I mean, I used one of them round looms for that. Yeah, so that was kind of cheating. But trying to do it by hand, no, it does not come out very proper at all.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah.
You ever crocheted anything?
Drop cords.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to take drop cords and make it look just like it. You know, drop cord wouldn't be but about 2 foot long, and then you grab one end, take off, and you got a 100-foot drop cord laying there on the ground.
Well, you know,
I don't crochet knit, so
He ain't right. I'm telling you. He never has been.
I was before 93.
Mac crochets, and he also knits.
Oh, heck.
Man, I don't have the patience for that stuff. I don't have the patience.
He's got
Boone, he called you a Yankee. Where exactly do you live to be considered a Yankee?
She lives in North Carolina.
That's not Yankee.
That ain't Yankee.
My gosh. I was born in Florida. I was born in Florida, lived there for a week, and lived 38 years in Massachusetts. I'm considered a Yankee.
Yes, Yankee. Forgive me, but you're a Yankee, Des.
I'm sorry?
Forgive me, but you are a Yankee.
No, she's not. She's born in Florida.
No, down in Miami, down outside of Miami, they still consider you a Yankee.
Well, anybody born in Florida is basically an immigrant.
Jules, you are in trouble.
Jules, we are going to.
This Southern Belle, I don't know what you. That Pete.
Yep, Terry, you're a Yankee too, just like me.
Pineapple in it.
Mm. And she's drinking a Greek yogurt pina colada a while ago too.
Hey, city girl, how you doing?
Well, you know, sweet things do go with cheese. So.
Pineapple cheese.
What did you say was sweet there? She said pineapple. That ain't sweet.
Pineapple is sweet.
It is sweet. Glenn. Let me take your temperature, dude. It is sweet.
A lemon's sweeter than a pineapple to me.
A lemon is sour, dude.
I need a lemon easier than I can eat pineapple.
I told you he ain't right. Nobody believes me. Y'all see?
Well, I married 93. I mean,
Well,
my boy,
I
I've been
don't like
hanging out with him for 40
pineapple, so.
years. That ought to explain something.
Yankee,
Yeah, you're
Florida.
lucky.
Northern Florida considers themselves doesn't consider them Yankees. They consider themselves from the South. I don't know what you want to call it, but that's what they call themselves. From the South, not a Yankee.
My daddy's family was from West Virginia. My mom's family was from Virginia.
Yankee, Florida.
You know why that is, Des?
Why?
It sure is,
It's
Roy.
most of them older ones that come from up yonder down and settled in Florida to get out of the cold weather. So they don't want to say what they, you know, they don't want to say that they're a transplanted one. They just say they're from the South, you know.
Oh no, these guys are definitely South hunters. They're not snowflakes like me, okay? They are pure Southern boys and girls.
You know, I got to tell you, I see City Girl Country Heart in here.
You right there,
I know
Roy.
Garden Joe. I've been to Jersey. I've been to PA. It's really country city.
Yeah.
Anymore. That's all it is everywhere. Country city.
Yep.
All over the USA. It's country city.
Not Boston.
Not where I live.
Boston is city.
That's right. It's not country.
Not where I live, Jules.
Where do you live?
In Kreitz,
Jersey?
Virginia.
Virginia.
What part?
Kreitz.
Never heard of it.
Most
Right
people,
out in the middle
even
of
people
nowhere
from
country.
Stewart don't even know where it is. I
Yeah.
talked to a woman one day who didn't even know where Kreitz was, and she's only 20 minutes down the road.
You talking Stewart, Virginia, like just north of the line?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kreitz only has 472 people in its town.
Right.
That's it.
These
So
Southern Belle orange cakes are good.
For the whole
country.
town.
They
So
said
the
orange
the
grudge.
country.
A deep country.
Yeah. And if you go to Richmond, there's city.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Fancy.
saying. You're either country or city.
yep.
Yeah, I'm
Like
city.
you said there, Jules, I've been in all 48 states and part of Canada and Mexico, and it's pretty much the same like that everywhere you go.
He found
You
his
either
way
got-
home, though.
You either got country or you got city people.
I
Well,
was
sure.
born in the South, baptized in the South, but raised in the North. So I'm pure city. My idea of hunting is going to the grocery store looking for a good deal.
I ain't never thought of it that way.
I'm always looking for a good deal at the grocery store. So I'm hunting them down. I've go to 4 different grocery stores for good deals.
Them are getting harder to find.
Mm.
I do the buy one, get ones.
Hey, Miss Canadian Scrapper's got a question, eh?
Oh, Lordy. I can't remember the name right now, but I'll put it like this. I've been on both sides of the Niagara Falls and seen the mist, but never seen the fall.
And
So it's the part in
fast.
Canada just on the north side of the Niagara Falls.
Ontario.
Albany? No. What's the other one?
Ontario?
Ontario.
Ontario, yeah.
I got a friend that lives there.
Hamilton, West London, Toronto.
Yep, that's what they said, Ontario.
Sorry, something.
Boone said she spent 14 years in
Yeah.
Norfolk.
Wow.
Norfolk. That's Norfolk.
Virginia.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's
Where are
heavy
you
north.
from, Jules? I thought you were like North Carolina.
I live in Carolina, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I'm literally only about an hour away from Glen and April.
That's not how far we're apart, too, ain't it, Joel?
Yep.
About an hour.
Yep. Yeah, if you're near Stewart, that's actually where the original Slate, my last name's Slate. If you go down into Carolina from Stewart, King, that's Slate country.
That's what?
Slate, S-L-A-T-E, Slate.
I used to know some Slates.
I bet you did where you live. Yeah, Slate's.
It's been many years ago, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my family. There's only one patriarch. It wasn't like a bunch of Smiths came over. There was one Slate. And so it's a minority name. It's not Slater or Slade. It's Slate with a T.
Yeah.
And where Red lives and you live, there's a lot of Slates up there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, and I think he was from around about Mount Airy.
That sounds about right. Yep.
In between Dobson and Mount Airy there, I believe is where he was from. I think I used to work with him down there at that dump trucking outfit. Pretty sure there was a Slate that worked down there.
Susan, North Carolina does have some pretty places in it.
There's pretty places all over the country, but
yeah.
But
yeah, I like when I drove down. I liked North Carolina, Virginia, that whole area right there.
But being raised as a North Carolinian, when I was out there, I knew that real meaning of what they always said. There's no place like the Carolinas.
Hey, look at that. Roy's Homestead Bees used to go Canada to Michigan. Come back through New York hauling cattle.
Ooh.
I bet he crossed there at Port. What is it, Roy? Port Huron and Sarnia, something like that on the Canada side. It's very pretty up there. When you look at that lake, you think you're in the Caribbean.
I hear you.
Port Huron, and the colors are amazing. When you go to the Canadian side, it looks like a Hollywood movie set. Everything's clean, painted. I mean, it's amazing, that little area. But if you go south in Canada, down by Detroit, but on the Canadian side, that's like their Vegas down there. I forget what they call that place.
I know when I was up there was in March of 1983.
83?
State there, and the next thing I know, I was on a 2-lane road, and I went down this great big hill, and as I started down it, the snow was just level out in front of me, and I went down about 20, 30 feet, felt like, before I started back up the other side. I had to roll the window down on the truck and stick my head out the window to see the top of the snowbank.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a scary feeling.
Welcome back, Stevie.
Hey,
yes,
Stevie.
welcome back, buddy.
It was clean in Germany too when I went to Germany. So,
hey, Desiree, you ever been to Toronto?
I've never been north of the border or south of the border, other than St. Thomas Virgin Islands.
But in Germany, you mean like the cities or just the whole place?
The whole place. Like I went to go visit my mom. I'm half German.
Yep.
So I went to go visit my aunt. I went to go visit my aunts and uncles in Germany, and my mom and my grandmother before she passed. And she lived like an hour away from Frankfurt in Gelnhausen. And that's where my uncles and aunts are now. I mean, my uncles and their wives, so my aunts. And then when she married a military guy, another guy who passed away last year. Their home was in Heimgrundau, which is like right outside of Gelnhausen. And it was just like immaculate. I mean, immaculate. They're allowed one garbage can, and it's a certain size, right? And you can only put stuff in there that cannot be recycled, decomposed in the garden. Everything else either gets recycled into certain containers or goes out into your garden to decompose. And then they have like all your furniture, housewares, or anything like that. They have what they call junking day or junking week. And each part of the town or community puts it out on the curb, and anybody can go through it and take whatever they want. And I mean, there was beautiful crystal and lace curtains, and this person redid their house, and they didn't like the way the furniture did. They just bought the furniture; it all went on the curb, and you see like the military families and the local people loading up their cars and stuff like that and taking it home. My mom found beautiful stuff. She washed with it's called LOC from Amway. So she would clean it, immaculately clean it, and go back and resell it. I mean, it was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. And
Jules,
then
them bees hollering at you.
you always know when you're behind an American there because you see garbage being flown out the window. And it's sad because that's what many people do. Even in my community, a guy goes and cleans around the neighborhood. A car comes through, and it's just a top hat neighborhood. It does, you have to go through the neighborhood to get to the main road, and you see the people throwing their stuff out on the outside the windows on my street, and the garbage dumpster is literally down around the other corner of the street, and they couldn't take it down there. It's ridiculous. It's so bad. But Germany was just absolutely beautiful. You go up on the hill in the wintertime, you look down, and you can see villages, different villages, and then green and snow. And it was just so beautiful. The air was fresh.
Wow.
It was just, it's like a picture postcard that you would see of Germany or of any European country. It was just absolutely gorgeous.
They might be some more down here if MB comes and throw some out.
I'm sorry, repeat that again.
MB come in there a while ago saying gold diggers. April put a message on there, is there any gold in North Carolina? And I said, they might be if MB comes by and throws some out.
Robinson said
Gotcha.
there's everywhere. I don't have to start going and hunting. I didn't figure there was none in North Carolina.
There's probably still some fool's gold left.
Yeah, when
I want to go back. I want to go to Spain.
I wasn't thinking of prosper, going out and looking. I was thinking of, these women that they call gold diggers. That's where my brain went. That's where I had to ask.
Yeah.
Hey, MB, that video that you got that shows how eggs are, when their eggs are fertilized, can you put that link in the chat there? Because Red's getting ready to start trying to say some eggs to hatch.
Okay, MB, today we got 4 eggs. 3 of the 4 eggs had an air bubble in it, but the other one did not. And I'm thinking that possibly those 3 could have been fertile.
Or MB, if you got time, jump up here and explain it to her. I dropped the link there if you can.
And in the meantime, Miss Canadian Farmer, I think that's the channel name. She's 3.5 hours from Toronto. And Desiree, I've been to, a few cities in the U.S., but Toronto, for a big city, that's the cleanest big city I've ever seen.
Yeah, I believe that. They're very, Canada's like Europe. It's very, they're into keeping their land and their towns and communities very, very clean.
MB,
unlike us here.
Michael, can you come up on the panel? Kind of teach us about
I want to go back to Spain, Jules.
Check it now, MB.
You been there?
I was there when I was like 5 years old. My dad's family is, I'm half Spaniard, half German.
Oh, okay.
So I have cousins and whatever over there as well.
Does that mean that when you get mad, you can tell somebody off not only in Spanish but in German too?
I know one word in German that's a swear word, and that's the S word. And I know maybe 2 words in Spanish. So I can tell you to kiss my rear end.
Okay. MB, when we candled the eggs, there was like a round air pocket that was up on top of the egg. Now, we have not had any other eggs that came up like that. That look like that. The rest of them are just solid. There's 3 of them actually had that air bubble on top. And I was thinking those may have been fertile eggs.
Right here from Robinson. And he said they was 15 minutes away from us. What does JP stand for, Robinson? Just out of curiosity.
They're gonna kill that flies.
She posted. MB posted the link for you.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm I opened up another tab for that.
Oh yuck! Horseflies are the worst.
That's funny, Miss Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she went to go and got bit by a bunch of horseflies. Got bit by a bunch of horseflies.
Is that where you're at first week?
Well, the reason I'm asking is I got family with long hair that could very well be. That's the reason I was asking. JP.
JP. Okay.
Is it Price's Lawn?
I think I don't know.
He said that it's 15 minutes away from us.
I don't know if he's talking about that talking to us or somebody else. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna watch that video. Let me get off here, and if I got any questions, I would definitely be asking you. Because I mean, that was my first thought when I saw the air pockets. Because I mean, we've got eggs before that did not have that at all. And I know that Max has been trying to mate with the girls out there. And when I saw the air pocket, that's instantly what I thought of was the, that was during candling. I instantly thought that they were fertile. Pookie
Lots
Bear
of echoing.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Jules.
Somebody's got something on in the background.
Junior dad talking on the phone.
Ah.
Yes, exactly.
And the TV or something.
Junior, do you care if we mute you for a few minutes?
No.
When your daddy gets off, wave at us and we'll unmute you.
He knows how to do it.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
There we go.
My little MB flower. How you doing?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to learn as much as I can off y'all, MB. I mean, I am like really paying attention.
Hey, for $249, you can have him visit you and show you what's up. You get a special discount this week if you order by Christmas.
I got a rooster, Roy. Well, I only got one rooster now because we killed the other one day before yesterday. He was mean. I mean, he was purposely trying to pluck out the eyes of the hens, and I'm like, no. He would jump on top of them and keep pecking at their. He was hurting them. And we're like, Max is not like that.
Oh, that.
Yep. That way, maybe you see it.
A per agent. What? Personal
PR agent.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, PR.
It took me.
Red, I'm telling you, it's $249 normally, but if you order by Christmas, it's only $279.
Wait a minute.
You need to go down a lot more.
Wait a minute.
You need to go down to a penny.
If I order it by Christmas, it's $279, but it's normally $249.
Yes.
I'm in love with
It's a deal. It's Christmas. It's
I-
Christmas time.
I
There's
ain't dealing
supply
with
chain issues. There's all kinds of crap going on.
I'll just drive down to North Carolina and save me some money.
Yeah, you can put them in that big old incubator.
Not really. If you pay
This
for
other
gas,
else, you don't know
if
nothing
you pay
about.
for gas,
Uh-huh.
if you pay for the gas, he'll come out there and do it for $129.
He says I'm paying for gas. I'm gonna roll my wheelchair.
No, his gas. He's got to drive up there.
I'll just roll my wheelchair. It might take me about 2 weeks, but I can get there. I might have muscles like the Incredible Hulk, but I'll get there.
Come on, Red. It's a deal.
Oh, I like this sign.
It is when you have money. I'm broke.
I'm sure he'll cut you a deal.
You'll
Is
give,
that better?
Sign.
you'll give me a
Yeah, much
deal
better.
there, Jules?
No. Pookie Bear will.
You are Pookie Bear.
Oh no, you're right. I'm Pookie Bear. MB Flower will do it. I swear.
I hear you.
This is a great sign this deli owner put outside of his store. He says he was tired of rude customers, so he put up a genius sign to teach him a lesson, and it worked instantly. And it's, those little billboard signs that go outside of a store and it stands on the sidewalk or whatever. And it says, small coffee, $5. Small coffee, please, $3. Hello, one small coffee, please, $1.75.
Yep.
Teaching those manners. You want the better price? You use your manners.
Yep.
You know,
You're
Roy,
probably gonna have some hidden prices
Right,
in
Roy.
there for the ones that reads that and then comes in and orders it the other way. You might have to charge $20 for some of them.
Yeah, I did the whole Dunkin' Donuts thing for 8 years, so I was a server.
Good night,
Good
I
night,
Roy.
made good
Roy.
tips.
Thank you for
I made
coming
really good tips as a server at the counter.
in.
One year for Christmas, I made $500.
yeah, MB, yeah, you're right on that. Glenn has the Mac Daddy on incubation. Yeah, you ain't kidding about that.
It's nothing special.
You done an excellent job on that.
It's just an old freezer and some controllers and a bunch of wires put together.
Yeah, but Glenn, you need to give yourself some credit. That was fantastic.
What did I miss because I was blabbing?
You didn't see the incubator that Glenn made out of the refrigerator or
Even
the
the paint
freezer?
job was good. Thank you.
No, I didn't.
You
Sorry,
gotta go back and watch.
Glenn.
That thing is awesome.
Well, it's still on there. You can go back and watch it. I don't remember what the name
Moon,
of
you
it.
did it for 5.5 years. I worked for Dunkin' for 8 years, so before I became disabled.
Well,
I lost my job when I became disabled.
Y'all need to make up some donuts and send them to that PO.
No, we didn't make the donuts, man. We had bakers that made the donuts and the bagels. We made your coffees and coffee colada and iced coffees.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
but
your
she
breakfast
said bad
sandwiches in the microwave.
word. She said the bad word. She said the D word on it. She didn't work at the K place. I like the K ones best.
Who became your brother-in-law, Voon?
Said boss man.
The boss man at Dunkin'.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is no longer. It's now Dunkin'.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that neither.
Yeah. All the signs are being changed to Dunkin' now.
Wow.
Because that's what we call it up north in Boston. That's what Dunkin' Donuts, the company, was originally founded in Massachusetts. And so everybody for short would call it Dunkin'. Hey, I want a Dunkin'. Do you want anything? Yeah, sure. So that's what we call it. Because it's not just donuts that they're Dunkin' on there. They've got sandwiches and coffee coladas and all that other stuff. So
Coffee coladas.
yeah, it's a cold drink. It's It's like chopped up ice, like really, really chopped up fine crushed ice, and flavor and coffee ice and coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
I
frozen
figured-
drink.
I
It's a
figured
frozen
with
drink.
I figured with the end though it had some additives to it.
Yeah.
Duck donuts.
When are we going to get MB up here?
I don't know. I can't get him to come up here.
Well,
MB, come up. Look, if I showed my ugly mug, you can come up here because you're probably a lot handsome than this ugly mug right here. So show yourself to the rest of us.
That's right.
Yeah. I've tried and tried, but I can't never get him to come up.
Chicken.
You know when you can honestly say you're officially old is when your daily intake of calories includes your pills.
No doubt. You see what MB said? They're always half naked when you ask.
Go get a shirt. Go get a shirt and cover the top half. Who cares about the bottom half? Nobody sees it. Cover up the top half. Sheesh.
As long as you don't stand
Sit
up.
on a towel so you don't stick to your chair. No, I'm kidding. He didn't say what half he was. He didn't say what half.
You're not kidding, Desiree. You've done it, you liar. You would never say put a towel down unless you had the experience.
Yeah, back when I was like 23, 24.
Yeah.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
All right, Junior. It's past your bedtime. It's 10 o'clock. It's adult time. It's adult time.
My bedtime.
It's adult time. Well, there goes our fun.
What happens?
We just got timed out.
When you go back to public school, your bedtime ain't gonna be no 3 a.m.
It was when I was going to public school.
What?
Mom and Dad let me go to sleep whenever I want to.
How in the world did you do anything in school except for sleep?
I was sleepy when I first got there, but around after lunch I was awake.
Yeah, but you done
missed half the day.
And then you don't learn anything.
Yeah, you don't learn anything.
You're too busy sleeping in class.
Well, hey there, Kim.
JR, you be you, baby. You're your old man. Don't listen to these women judging on you.
Oh,
you be you.
Jules.
You get it
Jules,
done.
where's the missus at? Watch yourself. Where's the missus?
JR, you're doing fine, baby. You're doing fine. But you might want to get some sleep, so you can get up earlier and get some stuff done early. That's what I do.
I do get to sleep. I just get up at 2 p.m.
Yeah, no. You need to go to bed at 8 or 9 and get up at 6 and 7 a.m.
Know how hard that is for me?
Junior, somebody said hello to you.
Hey, Mom.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's Junior's mama.
I'm thinking about naming my YouTube channel what Mom and Dad calls me by, Rue Caudle.
Yeah, you really need a better sleep schedule. Because your schedule right now is not good for someone your age. It really isn't. Now, when you get older, then you don't have to worry about people telling you what to do. You do what you want.
I stay up half of the night watching videos on my laptop. Then I go lay down and I watch more YouTube videos on my TV.
Mm.
Your mama agrees with me, too.
Yep.
See, Susan said my boys had to be in bed by 9 on school days, and on weekends it was 10.
Hey, Junior,
Yeah.
you're gonna figure it out on your own, and you
Maybe-
need to. You need to.
Maybe when I'm 40.
MB, now that's being mean there.
Yeah, I know. That really sounds good.
Yeah, I ain't sharing none or nothing.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind going for some Christmas cookies.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if MB will share.
Oh, I thought you was gonna go make us some.
I don't even know how to use a microwave.
I know better than that. You put a pizza in there,
And that's why you need to go to bed so you can get up and learn these very important things.
I do, just around 2 p.m.
I do. It's just around 2 p.m. That's 2 a.m., Junior.
No,
He
that's
goes
the
to
time I
bed
go
at
to
2.
bed.
He goes to bed at 2 p.m. and wakes up at. Goes to bed at 2 a.m. and gets up at 2 p.m.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, when my son was your age, he went to bed at 8.
I used to be really good at going to sleep early. Then my brothers moved back in.
So
you
they
go-
just kept you up, huh?
Yeah,
You just gonna blame it on everybody else, ain't you?
maybe.
Instead of going
color.
back and going back to bed early and everything on your own.
Purple's my favorite color, Susan.
Green's mine.
You see that, Junior?
Junior, there's a
Yeah.
message for you.
Yep.
Okay. I love you too.
Vern said when she was little, she had to go to bed at 8
Now, when
p.m.
Travis was Junior's age, he went to bed at 8. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There was no back sass to me, or I popped him right in the mouth. He went to bed with a sore mouth about that time.
My kids were in bed at 9 o'clock. My cat would meow at them and say, "Come on, let's go. It's bedtime."
Aww.
She did. I don't know how she knew, but 9 o'clock, she would meow and she would be like, "Okay, let's go." And the cat and the kids would go upstairs and go to bed.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, I think we're gonna go find some supper.
If you
I'm
would
gonna go watch his video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and do this for the rest of the night until I go to bed at 1 o'clock. Twiddle my thumbs. So you all have a good night.
Yeah, I
Good
got
night.
check out this video, and then I also have 2 other videos that I'm editing at the same time.
Yeah, I can't do much, so I can't sit down on the floor and go through my bags of stuff that I have in there. My kids are upstairs doing their own thing in their room, so I'm down here by myself.
If April will grab my selfie stick from the house when they come down tomorrow I'll make a YouTube video.
I'll try my best to remember it, I promise.
Okay. I'll text it.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Jules. Good night, Red. Junior, go to bed. Good night, April and Glenn.
Good night,
Good night,
Good
y'all.
night, Jules.
Thank everybody for dropping in and hanging out with us.
Good night, everybody in chat.
Yep.
You'll go live Sunday at 9 o'clock. Okay, Terry. See you then.
See you then in Red's tomorrow at 9.
Tomorrow night at 9, yep.
Okay. Well, Red, we'll see you tomorrow night at 9.
Yep.
Love you guys. Thank y'all for spending some time with us. Junior, Alan, love y'all. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.